I do real estate. I do some day trading during the days. Sometimes drive a little Uber and Lyft just to meet some people. I am originally from South Africa, beautiful Cape Town wine country in South Africa. Yeah, I played a lot of sport. I'm very active. We live here now. My wife is a physical therapist here in town. We love it here.
Life was great for Charles until late 2019. He was exercising in preparation for a vacation when suddenly his body had a different plan.
I like to run a lot, so I go to the gym. We're very active. I was running for 3 months before a cruise. We had a cruise last year, December, 10 days. You know how a cruise go, you pick up 20 pounds, so you got to lose it before you go. I was running hard, 5 miles a day and on a treadmill. Suddenly, I couldn't walk. I couldn't sit. My pain was shooting down my leg from my lower back and I couldn't move, and it was just the weirdest thing. I wasn't in an accident, it was just this. I went for an MRI and it showed my L4 and L5 is bulging and I've got stenosis on it. And from years of running, obviously, car accidents and injuries, playing rugby all my life, it was just so painful I couldn't run and walk. My pain was immediately in my lower back. There was a pinch in my butt, and then from there it was running down my right leg all the way to my feet. So my toes was I can feel it tingling. It was like a toothache, like a root canal going down your leg all the time. It was absolutely painful. I couldn't move, I couldn't sit, I couldn't sleep. It was just a shock for coming from nowhere, and it was so extreme. I just couldn't move. Everything came to a halt. I couldn't get out of bed. It took me 20 minutes to get to the toilet. I could hardly sit on the toilet. I couldn't wash. I couldn't touch my knees. I was just in severe pain. I came to a halt. It was pain all the time.
Before considering surgery, Charles tried conservative remedies to ease his pain.
I tried other treatments. My wife is a physical therapist, so she said, yes, this is what we do. She tried to do physical therapy, but it was so painful she couldn't touch anywhere, because once you touch a nerve, it's not a muscle, it's just too painful. I tried a chiropractic. I tried pins and needles through acupuncture. I tried everything, but it was just too painful. I couldn't do anything, so I got on pain pills. Tramadol, which helped a little bit, not really. I tried everything and just nothing helped. So 8 weeks later, 9 weeks later, I'm still in this pain and I don't know what to do. I mean, you can't live like it. There's no way anybody can live with this pain. So I tried first the injection. It's called the epidural injection, steroid injection. That didn't move the needle at all. I did my homework in the meanwhile. I said, all right, if this doesn't work, where am I going to go? So I start Googling, Facebooking, and here comes Bonati Spine Clinic. So I said, all right. So I started reading up about him in the 80s, trying this minimally invasive surgery. So I said, this sounds very interesting. You have a 98% success rate. I said, you got to be kidding me, right? Who has a 98% rate, right? Really? This is it. So I went and then I started making phone calls, and one of your lovely ladies answered the phone. She said, Charles, send us your MRI and let's have a look at it. And then one of your doctors called me back and they explained it, and everything was so smooth from the beginning. I said, this is it. If I have to do it, this is the people. So I got to your facility, beautiful place, but that's the whole process. From the beginning, it's just so nice. People just, hey, you could feel it's so different than any other place where I've been. And he said, all right, let's have a look at you, because the first thing is not to do surgery. We don't do surgery if it's not really needed. So then he explained to me what it is. He showed me I've got a bulging disc and stenosis on L4 and L5. So he said, Charles, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to fix the one, and then 2 days later fix the other one, and that will release the pain, and that should do it. So fantastic experience. And I said, guys, I'm in this pain. You got to help me. And so they said, no problem. We're going to do you next Tuesday. So absolutely everything was great from the beginning, and the experience was awesome from the day one I walked in.
Charles' surgical summary included 2 procedures in the lumbar spine.
The doctor said he's going to have to do one of them first, the L4, L5 first, and then 2 days later he'll do the other one.
Once surgery is complete, guests are up and walking in a short time to ensure the source of pain is eliminated.
My wife was there, so they said, well, can you get up? You get up, get dressed, and then they say walk and see if you feel any pain. That's amazing, right? You're just off the table and they say walk. I mean, what's the odds of that, right? So you walk for a few yards and there's just absolutely no pain. It's as if it just released. And the follow-up was great. Yep, they make sure you're fine, you're good. Absolutely, they really take good care of us all the time.
Prior to seeing Bonati, sitting was almost impossible for Charles. But after his final post-surgery follow-up appointment, he rode home without any issues.
The drive home was awesome. Before the operation, I couldn't sit for 3 months. I was standing, I was walking. Sitting was just hell. It was painful. After the second operation, after coming back the next day, I got in my wife's car and I couldn't feel anything, no pains. I was driving for 2 hours and I said, this is absolutely fantastic. 2 operations and I'm sitting, walking, and with 2 small holes, so it was absolutely great. I could sit again. It was just a life-changing moment. I mean, from not able to sit at all and then sit in the car for 2 hours driving immediately. I mean, come on, that's awesome, right? That's really a miracle. I can sit, I can drive, I have my life back. Because if you don't sit, you cannot work. I've got my life back and it's absolutely fantastic. It is such a relief that you think, really, can this be? I have my life back. You see light at the end of the tunnel. Your whole life has changed. You think it was over. Because really, be quite frank, if you go for operation and you're not fixed, and you still have the pain, that's a problem. You cannot function. But Bonati, 98% success rate, so it's such a relief. I can live again, I can plan my life again, and it is fantastic.
Why is the Bonati Spine Institute unlike any other facility? Charles has an answer.
They are so good because they're owned by themselves. The people that work there work for Bonati Spine. So it is the best experience. I've got a South African friend, I'm from South Africa, that's also going in a week or 2, and I told him, you got to go there. He said, I looked into it, you're right. So he's going to go in a week or 2. He's already prepped up, he's good to go. So go look at the website. It's very simple, it's straightforward, and talk to people. Guys can call me anytime, I'll be a referral. It is absolutely life-changing, so don't go anywhere if you have to fly in from anywhere else. I'm not selling for Bonati, I'm just telling you my experience. It was absolutely the best, and my wife is a physical therapist. She's in the medical field as a physical therapist, and she said that's the best service she's ever seen in the medical field. How about that, right? So here we are. That's it. If you've got back pain and you want to be like me, brand new, go to Bonati Spine. They are awesome.